Sorry for the noise in the background. I got an exhaust fan going for some of the dust collection here. Just got finished cutting the blank to size to mirror that of the Manners. So it is 5.5 wide or tall, 3 deep, and currently it's sitting at 32 inches long because I need a little bit of extra for just finishing it up. It's also, the Manners is a max of I believe 5.25, so there's a little bit of extra there. I won't need too much. So, but anyway, I just finished cutting it out in the table saw and cutting the ends down on my miter saw, and it turned out really good. Although it sure made my table saw work as a laminate would. I just roughed it up. I cleaned it up on brand new belt 80 grit, and man, these things cut fast. So you got to be super careful and keep it super flat. My belt sander is a small one, so 4x36, so you have to try and keep it as steady as possible. And that just kind of cleans up the edges, so you don't get too many slivers when you're moving it around, because the edges are on a laminate like this are quite thin and quite sharp. So it just minimizes that risk. But anyway, that's kind of the update right now. Looking pretty good for the rough cut. And now the next thing I do is get some holes started while everything's flat and square. And a template going to mark for the action screws itself. Check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so we're making some pretty solid progress here. I have the action kind of rough fit, well, it's definitely rough fit, it's not a kind of at all, into the stock. This is the longest part, of course, very painstaking, especially if you're doing it by hand, which I am. Just using my Dremel, and a bit like this is probably your ticket, although you use lots of different ones and files, and if you've never seen one of these, which is, I believe it's called a file saw, I don't know, I've had it for a couple of years, but it's gold for working through the mag well. And one of the difficult parts is predicting how the finished stock will look, and so you kind of have to like obviously check fit a million times, but you're checking more than one thing. So this is kind of the progress so far. It's taken me about half a day to get to this point. Everything is slow when you inlet, so this is definitely the slow part. Anyway, I'm going to get a little bit more done and check with you guys in a bit. Alright, I just finished up basically the rough inlet. I've had enough of this for today, but this is what inlet looks like when you do it with the good old-fashioned hand tool way. So basically the inlet is pretty much, I would say, to the point where the action falls in, and then I still need to clean it up and line everything up. I have to cut a little bit more on the barrel channel still and clean up the edges, but otherwise it's sitting in the stock as it should. It just needs a little bit more fitment, but I'm done for the day. It's kind of a lot of work to get this done. But anyway, this is the progress so far. I got quite a bit done, and tomorrow I should have a little bit of time to come out here and at least clean this up a little bit and fit it perfectly. So I'll check in with you guys in part 2 of this, hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'm not quite sure. I'll find some time. But any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best as always to answer them. But if not, I'll catch you at the next one.